host, Chris Castro, and today we're going to have an interview with exclusive Teacher of the Year, Mr. Shihei. We're here in New England, Mr. Shihei's humble abode. Now let's just ask you a few questions, take some time here. Do you think that technology is starting to make people lazy now?
Well, if you're talking about, let's say, researching a paper on the internet, and I have to write an essay for someone, yes, we are getting lazy because we could easily copy and paste from the internet. If it's writing a letter to our family, we never write letters anymore. We do text message more than we ever do write. So yes, in a way we are. Does the technology help us and make it faster and easier? Yes, it does, but sometimes it does make us a little bit lazier.
Alright, here we go. Question number 2. Do you think that people are becoming too dependent on technology?
Well, if I use me as an example, I have an iPhone and I have my calendar of events on there, I type on there, I keep all my phone contacts, I have my photographs on there. If I lose my iPhone or if I misplace it even for a day, I'm frazzled. I can't do anything, can't get anything done on time.
We wouldn't want that to happen, would we? Do you think that technology is hurting people's social life?
Well, if we look at relationships, it goes both ways. Relationship could build if we're on eHarmony and we're trying to find a match for us. It's great. But if we're married or involved with someone and we're secretly going behind their back and looking up any information about other people on there, then yes, it does hurt our relationships.
Is technology taking people's jobs? I mean, now we're in this recession, the economy, the unemployment rate is skyrocketing, and I mean, does this have anything to do with technology?
No, I don't believe so. The economy is just a totally separate issue, but if we look at whether or not it's taking jobs away, if the job is mechanical and repetitive, like building cars one after another, we could put robots in there. It'll create the cars a lot safer than a human can, probably make less mistakes, as long as it's repetitive. But if there's emotions involved, or we have to think critically using morals and values, then a robot's not going to be able to do that.
Well, I know now that in banks, their ATMs, I mean, tellers are really a thing of the past now. They're using more of ATMs, so I mean, that could be hurting in that aspect of the field. But I understand what you're trying to say.
It does, but it does make things a lot quicker. Instead of interacting with a human, the transaction is much quicker without a human involved.
It's
so
true.
Yes, we will lose some jobs because of that.
Yes. Do we demand instant gratification in life and technology?
Well, if we look at all the students with their walking down the hallways with their phones, texting, they definitely demand instant gratification. Everyone that's walking around is texting. So yes, I think a lot of us do demand instant gratification. It's a lot faster than sending a letter out through the mail, waiting a week for that letter to come back. I personally love when I get instant gratification from if I send something out through UPS, I get a note back online through my email that says that it's been sent. So yes.
And I mean, when you think like now that technology is making things so fast, like the internet, when something goes wrong, people are up in shambles. You know, I mean, if the internet crashes, overloads.
That is a disadvantage with technology, but it's just something we have to work with. I mean, the technology, there's so much more beneficial things with technology, with the internet, that that's just something we have to deal with as far as anything going down.
Thank you for your time. And back to you guys in Cali. Live street interviews here on Technology Work. Excuse me, ma'am, we get a second of your time here. Yeah. How has technology, I mean, what do you think about technology? Is it hurting people, gain? What do you think?
Definitely. You see all these people with their iPods in and, you know, their cell phones and everything. They're so dependent on it, you know, it's just ruining people's life. I mean, I can't even get a date anymore. They're all freaks. Technology.
There you have it. That's all today for Technology Works. I'm your host, Chris Castro. See you next week when we talk about technology again.